What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk, man. And I salute all you guys out there, you know what I'm saying, just chilling in the quarantine period. I really respect you brothers out there doing the essential work, and I do appreciate all you black men out there that's really holding us down here in America, man. So I appreciate you brothers. And one of the things I know that a lot of black men right now are a little bit down and depressed, and one of the reasons why that is because sports is not going on, right? The economy's on hold, basketball season is paused, and the NFL season's paused, baseball's paused, all of that. But one of the things that's going on right now, or that is currently happening, is the NFL draft, right? Give us applause for the NFL draft in the background. And a lot of brothers last night, we saw the first round of the NFL draft unfold. And, you know, many of us have our favorite teams. We were speculating before the draft who was going to go number one. And we kind of knew that was going to be Joe Burrow. And then number two was, you know, my man from the Washington Redskins. I forgot his name, but, you know, Chase Young, I believe, right? He went number two. And then, you know, Okuda went three. But my pick I was interested in was the Los Angeles Chargers pick, right? And I wanted to know if they would draft a quarterback. And that was very interesting for me. I wanted to know what it was, right? And because, you know, being a general manager was something that I wanted to do when I was coming up for a football team. But, you know, I went a different direction in my life. But the Los Angeles Chargers have an interesting thing going on right now. Last year, incumbent starter Phillip Rivers, he was playing terrible, right? And he's playing real bad. He got let go at the end of the year, and he ended up going to the Indianapolis Colts, where he signed a 1-year, $25 million deal. Well, the backup is my man Tyrod Taylor. Now, Tyrod Taylor broke every Virginia Tech record at quarterback, right? And many of us know Michael Vick, but many of us don't know about how good Tyrod Taylor is. He's a guy that was a 6th-round draft pick, but he's played above his pick. You know, there's some first-round draft picks that are not even in the league anymore, and Tyrod Taylor is still playing. He's never been hurt. He's always been consistent. And one of the things is when he went to Buffalo after being a backup in Baltimore, and he went there, Anthony Lynn was actually the assistant head coach and offensive coordinator in Buffalo when Tyrod Taylor was playing quarterback, right? And I want you to look at these numbers that Tyrod Taylor put in at quarterback for the Buffalo Bills as a starter. Let's go to 2015. Started 14 games, played in 14, started 13, 3,035 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 99.4 quarterback rating. Add another 568 yards on the ground. This is a 6th-round draft pick putting up those numbers, right? All right. Let's go to the second year, fully starting. Buffalo, right? 61.7% passing, 3,023 yards, 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, right? Another 580 on the ground. Let's go to another season, 2017. Little banged up maybe, but 2,800 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, right? 400 yards, you know what I'm saying, on the ground. So he's adding an additional 1,500 yards over 3 years. And also, he doesn't turn the ball over. 51 touchdowns as a starter and 16 interceptions. That is magnificent, all right? That is magnificent. He's doing an excellent job as a quarterback, okay? But Buffalo decided to, you know, let him go. And then, you know, the next year, what they did was they brought in this bum, right? And Josh Allen is a bum. I'm sorry. Josh Allen is a bum. They brought in Josh Allen with the number 1 pick, right? And the number 1 pick that year, he was like number 7. I want to look at Josh Allen's numbers, okay? Since he's been with the Buffalo Bills, okay? Give me some Jeopardy music. Now, the first year, look at what he did. 320 attempts, 169 completions. 2,074 yards, 10 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Can I get a, oh my God?
Oh my God.
Now, he did add 631 yards on the rushing, but again, this guy's playing terrible at quarterback, as a rookie quarterback. The second year, right? You draft this guy, he's giving you the same numbers, but the completion percentage is lower, all right? The guy can't complete passes, and he's doing a little bit worse than Tyrod Taylor was doing, right? You drafted this guy to do what, right? And going to the third year, the guy's not going to do much better than what you had, okay? Now, I'm pulling this up because yesterday, at pick number 6, what we saw the Los Angeles Chargers do is draft Justin Herbert, okay, out of Oregon. And here we go again, and I'm saying this, hating on the black quarterback. And this is a league where Lamar Jackson's doing good. This is the league where Russell Wilson's doing good. You consider Patrick Mahomes quarterback. But again, here you have this guy, Justin Herbert, because he's 6'6", 240. Listen, man, you're drafting this guy, let's just be honest, because you don't believe in the black guy. All right? And this is a problem that a lot of African-American men have once they've proven themselves. Tyrod Taylor is a great QB. He doesn't turn the ball over. All right? He might not be a Patrick Mahomes, but he doesn't turn the ball over and he can move the ball. And he's dealing with limited resources in Buffalo. Anthony Lynn, you're a coach that he already knows the offensive system. You was his coordinator in Buffalo. Okay? But the white general manager goes out and he drafts Justin Herbert. You already have a guy who can play. Why not build around Tyrod Taylor? And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times, we think that we're not in like some kind of discrimination. Listen, man, this guy has proven himself. He doesn't turn the ball over. All right? Justin Herbert is not going to be able to do those same things, especially not in the first 3 to 4 years. He's just not capable of doing it. Justin Herbert was losing big games in college. All right? And again, what you're going to say is, well, you know, we don't feel he can do it. All right. And this is the problem that a lot of black men have. The brother is showing you that he can play. Why not let him play? Take an offensive tackle. Take a defensive tackle. Trade the pick down. Give this man an opportunity to prove himself. He's already proven himself as a starter. He's never really been hurt. All right? He's been doing good. And this is what, you know, so basically you're going to come in after this black man has been playing quarterback. He knows the system. You're going to give his job to the white guy who hasn't done nothing. He hasn't earned it. And you know what? This is similar to like the Scottie Pippen situation where you guys saw that, you know, the Last Dance documentary where Pippen was getting underpaid. He was doing all the work. I'm not saying this is the same thing here because, you know, obviously Tyrod Taylor's never won a Super Bowl. But this is the same situation right here. Tyrod Taylor deserves to be the starter. Okay? He is a proven starter in the league. He is a starting quarterback. The one reason why you don't want to be a starting quarterback, because he's picked up in the 6th round and he's black. Let me give you a situation, right? Now, look at Jacksonville. Jacksonville yesterday had the 7th pick or the 8th pick in the NFL draft yesterday. Let me check it real quick. Jeopardy music. All right. So I believe Jacksonville had the 9th pick. Now I want to introduce Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is this white quarterback, right? I mean, he's decent. I mean, he has a little beard or whatever. I mean, he did okay, all right? Now, Gardner Minshew put up similar numbers in his rookie year. Look at the stats right here. This is similar. Not as good as Tyrod Taylor, but similar numbers. He was a pick, okay? 6th round. Same thing as Tyrod Taylor. Jacksonville Jaguars didn't take a quarterback in the 1st round. They didn't. The Jacksonville Jaguars did not take a quarterback. They took cornerback C.J. Henderson. Why are the Chargers taking a quarterback when Tyrod Taylor is much more accomplished than Gardner Minshew, is a better athlete than Gardner Minshew, and has more experience than Gardner Minshew? Why not build around him? And that's the problem a lot of black men have. You're going to let the white guy who doesn't have the talent, you're going to let him lead everything. Okay, cool. But the black guy, and the thing about it is, right, a lot of times Anthony Lynn is a black head coach. A lot of times it's hard for black coaches to stand on the side of black quarterbacks and say, you know what, this is my guy. I don't want you to draft the quarterback. Tyrod Taylor can play. That's not how it works, And you know what, brothers, I can say this. This is why a lot of times, you need to have your own leagues. You need to have your own systems. Because again, you can keep proving yourself, and a lot of times, these people who cannot play, who cannot do what you do, they're going to decide your future for you. That's why black men need their own leagues. That's why black men need their own systems. We got to stop depending on these people in the greater society to do stuff for us, because when you prove you can do stuff, they still going to find a way to get you out of there after you've done everything they've asked you to do. So, brothers, what do you think about that? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Go ahead, man, and subscribe, hit the bell. It's your boy. It's a little bit of a sports talk. I know it's a little bit different from my regular content, but get at me. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.